Bem-vindos a esse novo vídeo ASMR em português. For today's video, we are continuing this theme of pronouncing brand names with a specific accent, in this case, a Brazilian accent. Hoje vou fazer vídeo dizendo os nomes de marcas globais com sotaque brasileiro, okay? As always, I don't want to offend anyone. I just want to appreciate all the differences that exist in our languages, in our accents, because I think it makes for very tingly ASMR. Okay? Não quero ofender ninguém, só quero apreciar os sotaques das pessoas. Okay? So without further ado, let's begin. Let's begin. Começamos. So, our first brand, I believe, is American, and it is the first brand I heard pronounced with a Brazilian accent from my Portuguese instructor, and I thought it was so cute. It is a primeira é Netflix. If you couldn't tell, this one is Netflix. The streaming platform Netflix. Netflix. I can't really do like an impression of a Brazilian speaking English. Maybe it would be like, I like it to watch Netflix. It's a terrible accent. I do not have enough exposure to even attempt a complete one. But that is the first word. The next one is a very popular brand, but I just recently heard the Brazilian pronunciation of it. It is TikTok. This one is TikTok. is McDonald's, 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 McDonald's. But apparently the nickname they have for it is Mackie, 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 which is kind of cool actually, because in the States I've heard people say Mickey D's, Mickey D's, Mackie, 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 kind of similar but not really. Mackie, 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 Mickey D's, Mickey D's, McDonald's, 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 McDonald's. Okay. The next one is, a próxima é Samsung, 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 Samsung. This one is Samsung, 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 Samsung. I'm trying really hard to do the nasal sound. Samsung, 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 Samsung. Okay. The next one, I'm pretty sure it's global, but I know it's very popular here in the States. It is bondage, 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 bondage. This one is band-aid, band-aid, bondage, bondage, band-aid, 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 bandage, bandage. That's another thing about Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese that I find to be iconic about it is the nasal vowels that occur before N's and M's. Yeah, like Samsung and bandage, not band-aid, bandage. Okay, bandage, 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 band-aid, band-aid, band-aid. The next one, I think it's a London brand. I thought it was American, but I think it's a London brand. I love this one. I believe it's Hachi Hoki Cafe. Hachi Hoki Cafe. Hachi Hoki Cafe. Hachi Hoki Cafe. Hachi Hoki. Hachi Hoki Cafe. Hachi Hoki Cafe. It might be Hachi Hoki Cafe. 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 This one is Hard Rock Cafe. hot coffee, hot coffee. Okay. The next one, a próxima é tridente, tridente, or tridente, 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 tridente. This is I think it's a gum brand, right? A chewing gum brand. Trident, Trident, Tridente, 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 Trident, 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 Tridente, 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 Trident, Trident. Along the lines of candy and gum, we have the next one. A próxima é KitKat. I love this one. KitKat, 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 KitKat. This is the chocolate brand KitKat. KitKat. I think that's how Americans usually say it. KitKat. KitKat. They don't really pronounce the T fully. KitKat. 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 usually kind of